Scatter plots, describing correlation. When describing correlation, you have three options. Option number 1, when the data is trending in an upward increasing manner, we call this a positive correlation. The second option is data that trends in a downward decreasing manner. We call this negative correlation. And then we have data that is scattered equally about the coordinate plane, in which there is no correlation to the data. Sometimes the data has a straight line trend, and we consider it to be linear-ish. And sometimes it has a curve to it, which we call nonlinear. Oftentimes, there is one or more data points that lie significantly further away from the rest. We call that an outlier. And we don't really take it into consideration when we're drawing a trend line through our data. We say this is a positive linear correlation with an outlier. Let's take a look at a few examples. Example 1. Describe the association in the scatter plot below. This is a collection of dots that's trending upwards in a linear fashion. So we're going to say that this has a positive linear relationship, and now we have to decide between these two. Take a look at the yellow dots. Are there any that lie outside of the others? We see this dot here. So that makes this an outlier. So we're going to choose positive linear with one outlier. And we know that as we read our graph, the x is always increasing, and our y is also increasing. And we know that because it's moving upwards. Let's take a look at another question. You'll notice this has a change in direction. So this does not have a positive and negative correlation. We say it is nonlinear. So your choices here are nonlinear. And we know that because this pattern follows a nonlinear pattern. Not that it has no pattern. It does have a pattern. It just goes down and then up. Last question. These data points are pretty scattered all about. So we're going to say that this has no correlation. And that's because it doesn't show a pattern.